How's it going, everyone? We're here with some PixArk, and I just barely caught on to the tail end of the little test play period before the game comes out tomorrow. Now, a lot of people are wondering what the price is. We were told it will be $29.99 when they... interesting. When they gave us the email for these codes. Now, I was actually on a list where it was supposed to be put directly to me, and they misspelled my name accidentally. It's pretty hard to notice that there's two R's in ThatGermanGuy because some jerk owns it spelled properly on pretty much every platform you can imagine. Anywho, that made it to where I couldn't actually get a key. They finally sent me a physical key in email last night, but I was too busy having food poisoning. So yeah, I'm barely trying to get something done here. So I thought of, well, what can I do that's something I usually do that isn't super time demanding, but a little bit different than what other people have done. I'm sure someone else out there has done this, but what's one thing German always does with new games like this? Well, I always do my videos showing off every creature that's in the game so far. So I figured, well, why not do that here? So their creative mode is what you would expect with something kind of like Minecraft or the new creative mode that just got put into Ark itself. And you can pretty much just spawn in every creature. So you go here, you go to create animals, and you can choose that they are automatically tamed, and as you can see, here's everything we got. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through the list alphabetically here and check it out. Now, I don't know if this water is deep enough to spawn this angler, so we're gonna go ahead and see anyways. So let's do that. And did that work? No, I don't think this is deep enough. Let's try this one more time. Angler, accept. Yeah, okay. The anglerfish isn't gonna spawn in here. That's fine, that is fine. What we're gonna do then is go ahead and again back onto tamed. We're gonna do an anklo. And there it is. So, is there a way, this backspace works as usual. This is something I like quite a bit. So, yes, I guess, okay, we got it. Change view, you can scroll in. Can we get away with that? So, in first person here, you can check out this beautiful little anklo, and I love the way they have done this. They just done a really good job on making the creatures. And if we go ahead and hop on the anklo, let's go ahead and change back. It's got your typical, about anklo speed. You can smash stuff. And then you've got the anklo's tail attack. Now it looks like it can only, oh no, there we go. We're smashing some ore, which is pretty awesome. And, oh, that dodo turned into dust. That's pretty funny. But yeah, you got, I mean, everything pretty much runs exactly like Ark if you haven't checked that out. If you haven't played that game before, I mean, you'll catch on to it pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and take a look-sees at the next thing on the list here. So, of course, we've got the annoying ants, as usual. And that didn't work. Why aren't we spawning in? Create an animal. There we go. Accept. Probably because they can't be tamed. Alright, let's try this again and then just boom. Boom? There we go. So, this annoying little screen here that keeps popping up is a little bit annoying. Let's go ahead and get that out of here. But as you can see, we got the ants here. They look really bulky and almost kind of look like awkward moths, I guess I would say. The best in my opinion there. But yeah, these are the typical ants. There's the flying ones and the non-flying ones as usual. I keep hitting the wrong button because I'm used to that being console. We'll go ahead and put a couple of regular ones in just to see it. There you go. These guys look definitely more like ants. And they are just equally as annoying as they normally are. So, that's that. Next up, we've got the Argent, which let's actually pull in a tamed one. And there we go. And the Argent is pretty awesome looking. It's got these crazy, like, feather details on it, which are weird looking. Yes, 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 quest box. Hey, this is just awesome. You've got your typical attack. You can pick up people as usual. I don't know. Can we pick up this packy? Oh, yep, there we go. So, there we go. We got packy. We're gonna fly with it. So we got that there. And yeah, so that's the Argent. I'm pretty happy with how they've done all these things. They all look really great, and they've done an amazing job so far. So next up, we've got an Armadillo. That's interesting. And is the Armadillo a Doedicurus? No, it's just an Armadillo. Oh, we can ride it. It's quite slow. It attacks. And, ooh, does like a tongue thing. Ooh, reminds me of the frog kind of, Mark. That's very interesting. Now, I would expect an Armadillo to roll up, but it doesn't seem like it does. So, well, that's really interesting. So we got an Armadillo. Let's see what else we've got coming up here. Ooh, this looks interesting. A flame demon. Check this thing out. That is intense looking. Now, if some of you aren't familiar with, this game is made by Snail, not Studio Wildcard. Studio Wildcard is owned by Snail, and they've worked with Studio Wildcard a little bit on this game, but it's pretty much just consulting. Wildcard didn't work on this game, as you would expect. But Snail made Dark and Light, and so there's going to be some Dark and Light creatures and magic and stuff in here. So you can see with this guy here, that's pretty much what's going on. Now, these things are basically kind of just elementals that follow you around and beat stuff up. They aren't going to be really doing a whole lot of anything else. I don't know if I maybe attack this guy. Let's see. Go get him! No. Oh, we're in God mode, so that's why it's not going to happen. That makes sense. That makes sense. But anyways, moving on. We've got the Onix, I can't talk, from Ark, and oh, it's way up there. Can I fly? Nope. Alright. Well, let's get on the Argent and take a look at it. Yeah. Get up over here. Yeah, and you can kind of see, I mean, it's basically just your typical bat from Ark. Nothing a whole lot special to it. Obviously, they're tameable since we were able to spawn them in. Looks like we still have some hitbox issues there. Next up, ooh, we've got the Behemoth. That looks exciting. Ooh, so we've seen this guy in the trailers before. This guy is pretty much a mix of the Megapithecus and the Ice Yetis from Dark and Light. And this thing is pretty cool looking. It looks like we cannot ride him. Is that? Cannot ride him. So I don't think this thing's meant to actually be tamed. But this thing's a pretty crazy creature. And it's a boss, I believe. If I remember correctly. Or at least a mini boss in little areas. So this guy is definitely really cool looking. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got next here. Ah, we got the Gigantopithecus. Also known as a Sasquatch kind of guy. We can go ahead and ride up on its shoulders just like you can in Ark. It can smash and punch. And of course it can throw you. Just like before, but a new thing in this is you'll actually be able to assign these guys to do jobs, and they can operate things like bridges and things like that, which is really cool. If you haven't seen it, there's some videos out there from the devs, and it's definitely something I look forward to checking out and trying in-game. It's going to be really fun. So, let's see what else we got. We've got, ooh, a Carno. Gotta love the Carno. I love these little icons, too. They've done a really good job. Carno's always been one of my favorites, and, look at this thing. They did a really good job on it. I love it. This looks good. So we've got typical bite. We've got the horn attack. which always does the most. And does it have a roar or anything else? No. So it's basically the same as it is in art currently. So there's the Carno there. Oh, these did come in as tamed, I guess. Huh, interesting. That would explain why they're all standing still and not being really annoying. So let's go ahead and then, ooh, Centaur. Let's see here. So Centaurs are, again, another thing from Dark and Light. As you can see here, this is a Centaur dude. They are rideable, so you can get on the back and ride a Centaur. It looks a little bit weird. I've always thought the idea of riding a Centaur is kind of odd, because it's, I guess it's no different from like jumping on a buddy's shoulders or something in the pool to play that knockout game. I don't know. But yeah, we got Centaur here. Let's see what we've got. We've got a stabby stab and a whack. Right click is going to be, ooh, a spear throw. This is really hard to aim. Come on, we'll get the dodo. All right, let's try something a little bigger. Okay, well, aiming that is a little bit hard. It doesn't look like it has any third or fourth attacks. And there you go, that's the Centaur. What else have we got here? Oh, we got the coal. Let's see if we can spawn a coal in the pond here, since the angler wasn't working. Imagine this is deep enough for a coal. Did that again. Let's see here. And we'll spawn a couple coals. They fitting? Nope, they're exploding up in the air. Alright, so we're gonna have to be underwater to see the underwater creatures. That is for sure. Alright, well, we got compies. And, oh, there he is. Look at this little guy. This tiny little guy. Oh, he's so, like, confused looking. He looks very unsure of what's going on. These guys, of course, are a little group of pack dinos. The more of them around, the more damage they do. They get, like, the pack bonus and so forth. I'm assuming that transfers over into here. To check that out, let's go ahead and pop in a couple more. And undo that, and let's see. They have... oh, maybe not. I don't know. Pick up. And now we have a compy attached to us. Let's throw them over here next to the other one. I'm not seeing a pack bonus thing, so maybe it's not. I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. They are getting mate boosted, which is a thing in Ark as well, so we'll have to see. I just said we'll have to see like a million times too, which is pretty great. Ooh. Alright. What's this? Coyote. Oh, it's like a slimmer, smaller wolf. Oh, you can ride them. They bark. Oh! Woof woof! And that's about it. They don't... well, did it just get bigger somehow? That was weird. Oh, it looks like all it has is a bite. It's not particularly fast. Oh, we just exploded that poor bunny. Alright, so there's the coyote. Its icon was quite weird. It looks like it's a very long creature. Ooh, Cyclops. Let's take a look-see at that. That's exciting. So, oh, we can't ride it. Oh, that's a bummer. But here's the Cyclops, guys. As you can expect, it's a big old thug with a giant belly and a big old club. This thing's super cool looking. He also got this like stink effect around him, which is kind of cool. It reminds me of like the Alpha Dust from Ark, but it definitely looks more like he stinks pretty bad. So that's actually really cool right there. Let's see what we got next. Ooh, a Soul Reaper. So these are the Reapers from Dark and Light. These things are pretty crazy. Again, you can't really do a whole lot with it. They're just gonna, I don't even think these are meant to be tamed. They definitely aren't tameable in Dark and Light. And there's different versions of them that are pretty gnarly. So I'm assuming we'll probably see different versions of them in here. But these guys just do a lot of damage. They can float and fly a little bit. And I know some can teleport in Dark and Light. So I wonder if that teleportation is going to come over onto this. We'll just have to see how that goes in gameplay. Next we've got the Dilo, which is your typical Dilo. Now these aren't rideable, as let's get one that's not in the water. There we go. We'll do that again. Dilo. Accept. There it is. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take a little zoom in on him. So that's our little Dilo. As you love them, they do their little blinding effect, and they are what they are. Now you can tame them as little early on guards, but they aren't big enough to be rideable, even though technically the real Dilophosaurus was way bigger than this. But yeah, so we got that. Here I go hitting the wrong button again. Oh, we do have dire wolves, so the Coyote is just kind of like an in-betweener. Let's check out the dire wolf. Ooh, it's extra fluffy. It's got some red glowy eyes. Still kind of barks. And that's all it really does. It's got to jump. That's about it. Oh, that wasn't too bad. But, I mean, compared to the Coyote, it's quite a bit bigger, bulkier. So that's kind of neat. Alright, what have we got going on here? So we got the Dodos. I don't think we need to spawn them in. You've seen them all crawling around this whole time. So let's go ahead and spawn in the Dodicarus. This guy is your stone collector in Ark. And, oh, he's so cute looking. Look at him. He looks so happy. Looks so happy. So you got your typical tail smash. Oh, that's pretty cool. Man, you can just destroy places with this. Look at that. That is great. That's pretty great. That's awesome. The Dodicarus is really sweet. We're gonna pause real quick and make it daylight again, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and I spawned in the Dung Beetle and the Dragonflies. You can see the Dragonflies up there. They've got these immensely gigantic eyes that are just super ridiculous and cartoony looking. Of course, they're not tameable and they don't really do anything, but they're just kind of an annoyance in swamps and so forth around corpses. The Dung Beetle, of course, is something that's useful. You can pick them up just like you can in Ark. Same keys and everything, and these little guys, when put on Wander and given poo, will go ahead and make you fertilizer, which is awesome. They also produce a little bit of oil, so yeah, that's definitely a cool little thing. It looks like all of that functionality will still exist into this game, which is cool, and wow, these pterodons are just everywhere. I came over here because it was kind of fairly empty area, and then they just decided we're going to invade and be on camera. Next, we've got a new elemental. And there we go. There we go. So we've got this thing, and its face is kind of horrifying, to be honest. This is very scary looking. But this is a water elemental. It's going to work just like the fire one, and when these are tamed, they'll follow you around and do damage for you of their elemental type. So yeah, that's what we got there. We've got an elemental golem next up, which sounds super exciting to me. And oh yeah, this is our golem from Ark, and it is ridiculous looking. Look at this thing. We can go ahead and get up on there. Oh, it's pretty fast by default. It's got a smash attack. We just destroyed that pterodon. Whoops. It can do punching too if you turn left or right. And it's got its boulder throwing attack, which is pretty sweet as well. And then C will do its third spin attack, just like an Ark. So yeah, that's pretty awesome looking dude right there. So we're gonna come over here to the bunny, and let's see what we got here. Ooh, the fairy dragon. Now this one interests me quite a bit, because this is actually a creature that is in Dark and Light's files, but isn't playable in Dark and Light yet. It actually crashes you if you try to spawn it in admin, and it's really cool that this actually made it into one of their other games before it made it into the game it was meant for. So I found that pretty interesting. It's got this really cool shimmering effect around it. It's got these crazy ridiculous wings. It does all sorts of cool little effects when you get on it there. It does like a little twirl, and it does this crazy like flutter, and the flutter is a little bit annoying. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's got your typical little bite attack, and it can put a shield around it temporarily. So that is pretty cool. I'm not sure how the shield fully functions yet. When you're on the ground, the bite attack stays the same as you would expect. It kind of flutters a bit, and the shield protects it there. It doesn't have a C or an X attack, so that's pretty much what's going on there. When you move around on it, it actually doesn't walk, but hovers, and incredibly slowly. So this is definitely meant to be a flyer for sure. And it's just really cool. I love this thing. And it looks great, it's awesome, and it's very different. So I think that's something that's a huge plus right there. So let's go ahead and check out what else we've got. We're barely even halfway through the list, guys. There's a lot of stuff. Ooh, Fell Hunter, eh? This thing sounds exciting. Ooh, look at this guy. It's basically a Cerberus. That is cool. Can we ride it? Please let me ride it. Oh, you can ride it! Oh, this is cool! This is so cool. Ooh, a three-way mauling. Oh, that Dodo just didn't even know what was coming. Oh, it's like a Hydra. It has like 3 different flame attacks. Look at that. It's ice, poison, and fire, I'm thinking. Or that could be electricity as well. I don't know, but that is awesome. It doesn't seem to have a C or an X. It can jump. And this thing is just amazing and burly, dude. This thing is, so cool. So cool. One of my favorite creatures so far. Let's see, what else we got? We got a fire elemental we can spawn in. And so here we go. There's another fire elemental, kind of like the fire demon over there, but this one is, you know, just not as powerful, I'm assuming. And same thing, will follow you around, do lots of fire damage for you. And pretty cool. I'm wondering if the tames are going to be the same as they are in Dark and Light, where you actually have to weaken them and absorb them into a stone. We'll have to see how that works. I'm very interested to see how that will work there. Next up, we've got, let's see, Fireflies, which are from Arc Aberration. We also have a Fire Spider, which sounds quite interesting. Firefly is probably floating around. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. It's way up there. You can see him. He's this little glowy butt firefly. There's been quite a few while I've been doing this video. Ooh, you can ride the fire spider. This is awesome. All right, so we got this crazy fire spider, and it's got your typical kind of like bite attack. Then it shoots fire. Oh, and things catch fire. That is cool. I did not know that. Does it have a C or an X? No, but I mean, setting things on fire is pretty awesome enough already anyways. All right, Dodo, goodbye. That is great. Isn't that awesome? All right, let's go ahead and jump over here where we have a little more clear space and check out some of the other creatures we've got. So next up, we've got a Fungus Beast, eh? What is a Fungus Beast? Ooh, ooh. That's pretty cool looking. What's this guy up to? Alright, he's pretty slow. He's got like a bite. And then like a lunge. Lunge has a cooldown. No C or X. Okay. Well, I'm assuming this spawns in kind of like a fungusy biome. And is a custom creature to that. It kind of reminds me of the Megalena. I wonder if you can climb inclines with this thing. Ooh, he's just destroying things though. Let's see, how well can this thing go up inclines? Nope. Is there any kind of button that makes it like space or anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. So this isn't gonna be a wall climber, but hey, it's still super cool looking. All right, well, if we didn't dismount in the middle of 2 creatures and get stuck, there we go. Let's go ahead and check out the next in line. We've got the Gargoyle. Ooh, that's something pretty unique sounding. Ooh, look at this thing. That is cool. Oh, you can ride it. You can ride on its shoulders. Oh, this is cool. It's got crazy punching attack. I guess that's like a wind attack, maybe? I don't know, maybe when we're landed it would make more sense. Here, let's try this on the Dodo. It's got a cooldown. Or I can't... Oh, can we not? Oh, you can't attack. Oh yeah, okay, that's a wing attack. You can't attack while you're on the ground. That's interesting. Ah, okay, well this thing's super cool. That is very cool. I like it. Very neat. Let's see. We've got gem spider. Okay, so we got a couple of different spiders. That's cool. Let's check this guy out. Oh, he's a fat little spider. He's got a fat hiney. Look at its fat hiney. So it's got your typical little bite attack, and then let's see what its special is. It's just another bite attack. Okay, it's got 2 different bite attacks. Does it spawn anything special? No? Alright, well, that's far less interesting than I thought it was going to be. But hey, they all can't be super amazing, right? Ooh, a Spectre, eh? Let's see. Spectre? No? No. Okay, let's try that again. Spectre. Accept. Since that doesn't seem to be working, let's spawn one wild. And then let's spawn in a Spectre Wolf as well. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Ooh, okay, apparently they're aggressive to each other. So there go the Spectre Wolves, and oh boy. Okay, there goes that. I'm not seeing the Spectre itself though. That's very interesting. Let's go ahead and do a wild Spectre again. Is this nothing? Alright, well that one's not spawning, but I mean Spectre Ghost, you get the idea. We got Spectral Ghost. Oh, Goblin and Goblin King. Alright, so we got Goblin. Let's do a Goblin King. And boom, here are the Goblins. So these are pretty much the same little guys you would see in Dark and Light. Almost exactly. Again, these are going to be like minions, and those guys are still fighting down there. That's pretty great. And yeah, so take a look at them up close, separated here. And I believe these guys can be used as kind of like traders and stuff, too. You can assign them on things. I know in Dark and Light, you can put them on gun encampments and have them like operate them and so forth. So I'm assuming we'll have something similar like that in here, especially from what I've seen in some of the videos, which is pretty cool. So that will be exciting. And next we've got the Griffin. And I wonder which Griffin in this is, because there's a Griffin in Dark and Light, and there's a Griffin in Ark. And this is definitely the Griffin from Dark and Light. It's spelled the same way, looks the same way. It's bigger, bulkier. So you've got a very long, drawn-out attack there. You got a quicker grab attack, which I'm pretty sure just grabs things. Yep. So there you go. You can pick things up, take them with you. And then do we have a C? Nope, doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and land. And, oh, it cannot attack while on the ground. That is interesting. Alright, so that seems to be a bit of a trend on some things. So that'll be very interesting to see how that adds up into things. So we got all that going. Let's see. Where are we? I've lost track. Hippocampus. Interesting. Where? Oh. Oh, that is a sea creature, I'm pretty sure. So that is not going to be spawning here. We'll have to do that at a different time. Let's go ahead and check out the ice bear. Ice bear. Aw, it's like a big old icy polar bear. Thing's cool looking. So it's got a bite. And it's got a paw. And then it can stand up on its hind and roar. 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 That's pretty cool. So pretty much just like the Ark bear, but it's got a sweet icy look to it, which is pretty neat. Alright, Ice Elemental. So here's another one from Dark and Light. A lot of people saw this in the trailer, thought it was a Yeti. It is not. It is basically a frozen Baymax. You can ride up on this guy. It's a bigger version of what's available in there. When they walk, they do like an ice skating motion, which I thought was kind of cool. It's got a smash attack where its hand like grows 10 times its size, which is kind of cool. And it can like shoot its fist out, which is really cool. So the one in Dark and Light was kind of boring. It's just a minion that follows you. This guy is actually legit a really cool looking mount and does some really sweet stuff. So definitely really excited on this one here. Let's go ahead and spawn in the Icicle Dragon. Wait, what? It's so tiny! Aww! It's like a little ice compy. Aww! Aww! Oh! Oh my goodness, did I knock it unconscious? I think I knocked it unconscious. I didn't mean to do that. Moving on. Shadow Leopard. I'm assuming this is the Dark Stalker from Dark and Light, and it is. Oh, this thing looks so cool though. Oh, they did a really good job on this thing. These things are beasts in Dark and Light. So it's got a little attack there. We've got... Oh. Wait. Right click? No right click? Oh, one attack. Wow. Alright, that's a little boring. Huh. But, I mean, still, you know, these things have always been pretty powerful, so... Alright. Dark Stalker. Or Shadow Leopard, I guess, as they're calling it in here. Let's see. Manta, that's going to be water. Megalodon's going to be water. Ooh, Minotaur. Let's check out this baddie. And he's in a tree. Hey, Minotaur stuck in a tree. Oh, look, a Triceratops. Let's go ahead and spawn in another one, since that guy's stuck in a tree, and I'm not sure whether or not he's rideable, or if that's because he was just stuck in a tree. So, can we ride it? We cannot ride it. So, this is most likely something that's not really meant to be tamed, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it is. And this thing's got a crazy big axe. This thing's cool. You see it in the trailer. I believe they blow one up with a rocket launcher. And it's pretty cool looking. There isn't a Minotaur in Dark and Light, so this is something that's exclusive to this, which I thought was pretty cool. Of course, that doesn't mean there won't be. Giant Claw Mole. Interesting. Giant Claw Mole. Oh my goodness! This thing is the dorkiest looking horrifying thing in the entire world. What is this? Oh, it digs. It digs. Oh wow. Alright, if you need a tunnel, this thing is your friend. And that's pretty much all it does. It doesn't do anything else on any of the other keys. But hey, you got yourself a crazy digger here with a ridiculous amount of whiskers that look like facial hair. That thing is crazy, ridiculous looking. Alright. Ooh, a mummy. That's cool. Let's check this out. Oh, it's exactly what you would expect. It's a little dude in wraps. Take that, mummy. That's cool. Alright, nice. Alright. What do we got here? A living mushroom creature. And, ooh, there's slimes. A petroleum slime. Let's check these guys out. So, oh, here they are. Oh, you can ride the slimes! Oh my goodness, I'm riding around a giant mushroom. Oh, and it has an attack. Let's see what it does. Let's see what the attack does. Oh man, this thing is so slow. This is ridiculous. It's like a little hoppy horse. Alright, come here, come here. Oh yeah. What now? What now? You're getting mushroomed. Wow, okay, that doesn't seem very effective. Alright, what about the petroleum slime? Can we ride it? We cannot. Oh, that's a bummer. But boy, does it have a ridiculous grin on its face. Oh, look at him go! Look at him go. He's so happy. That's great. I like it. That is pretty awesome. And, oh, we're about halfway through. We've got one of the most useful creatures in Ark. The Oviraptor. These guys can be used to do all sorts of egg maintenance stuff. So that's what this little dude is for. And, oh, he got mad that I punched him. Hey, Pterodon, you mind getting out of here? Get out of my face, man. Being rude. So, that is pretty sweet right there. And speaking of eggs, I believe that is an egg. Right there. Huh, I just picked one up. Alright, anywho, let's go ahead and take a look at, what do we got here? Oh, the Packy, we've seen, they've been around everywhere. The Panda is something exclusive to this because this is a Chinese-made game, and the Panda is super amazing. So, of course, they had to give us a Panda. And, it sat down, and we're healing. It does a healing buff. That is really cool. It doesn't look like it's rideable. It would be kind of, I guess, disrespectful to get up on and ride something that's like a national treasure, so that makes sense. And wow, that's really cool. I like that. That's very neat. Alright. As you can see, a gigantic Bronto is walking its way up in here. Check this thing out. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, you're in my way though, Bronto. We're doing stuff here. So, we got that. Here's a Parasaur. The icon of Ark. One of the beginning creatures. Now, the question is, does it have the TLC upgrades? So, it's got that. And does nothing else. So, it is literally just a little Parasaur. That's kind of unfortunate. It didn't pick up any of the extra abilities that the redone one in Ark did. But who knows? That could always change before the game finishes. And wow, there's a ton of Dodos everywhere. Look at all these Dodos. So, yeah. Hopefully that will get an update to it. The Parasaur, everybody's favorite gigantic walking mobile base. This is one of the things that you can build a mobile base on in Ark, and it should be as well in here from what I've seen and heard. It seems a little faster than normal. It has a nice stomp attack, and that's pretty much all it's got going on. Because, like I said, its main function there is going to be a mobile base or a little operation platform. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, we've got a Pegasus, huh? Ooh, this is cool. Can we ride it? We definitely can. And, oh, this, okay, so just like in Dark and Light, the Pegasus in there is actually an alicorn, because it's, Pegasus is horse with wings, unicorn is horse with horn, horse with a wing and horn is actually an alicorn, not Pegasus, so, anywho, but still, pretty nice. It's got a horn attack, and I'm assuming that would shoot lightning, because that's what the one in Dark and Light does, but this one doesn't seem to be doing anything. It looks like it's another one of those creatures that suffers from not being able to attack while stationary on the ground. So that's definitely something to keep in your considerations. Let's go ahead and take a look-see at what we've got remaining in here. Phiomia, we've seen plenty of those. Let's see, we got plague zombies, huh? Ooh. Looks like the normal zombies, but it's purple. Ooh. He didn't like that. He's all, ah! So that's pretty funny there. Well, we'll be right back, and we're going to change the day again.